Welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. My name's Todd, and today's video is going to be on replacing the rear shocks on our E-Z-GO SC golf cart. Now, we use this golf cart around the farm and we drive it through the fields and all over the place, down through the woods. So it gets driven on some really rough terrain. And we noticed recently that it's really wobbly and shaky, and I'm thinking maybe the shocks need to be replaced. We bought the golf cart used, not really sure what year model it is, but we've never really replaced any of the shocks or anything like that on it. So I'm going to try replacing the shocks and see if that helps the ride. So you've seen us work on this little golf cart before. We've done a brake job on it and we fixed a couple other things on it. So today we're going to be kind of getting on the ground and getting up under here. And I want to replace these rear shocks. There's one right there and there's one over here on this side. So you can see it's very dirty under here because, like I said, we drive it through the field, through the pasture, and we go down to tend to the cows and the horses. So it's treated more like a UTV than a golf cart. But I want to do a little maintenance, try to replace these shocks and see if I can get it to ride a little bit better. All right, here we are underneath. Let's see if we can get this one off. Oops. Go the other way. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get this shock pushed up now and out of here. There we go. Okay, now let's see at the top. To get to the top nuts of the shocks, we're gonna have to remove this little plastic cover here. So these have some, I believe this is a T15 Torx. Yeah, T15 Torx screws. Now this gives us access to the top of the shock tower there. It's right there. So what we'll do is put a wrench on that and then just turn the bottom of the shock to get that out. There you go. Now you can see that nut on the top of the shock there. So let me see if I can get a wrench on it. Okay. Got the wrench on it, so now I just need to get underneath and see if I can turn the bottom of the shock. Yeah, it's not turning. Well, I'm turning the bottom of the shock, but it's not turning the nut itself. Well, I'll take that back. Maybe it is turning the top, so I just need to keep turning it here and see if it's coming loose. Okay, wow. Could they have made that into that thing any longer? Whew. Okay, there's my bolt, my nut rather. And here is my cap. All right. So that's the first one off. Here's the old shock beside the new shock, and the new shock looks like it's a little bit bigger in diameter. which is fine with me. That maybe means it'll give us a little better ride. So let's put the new one in. Came with new bushings and everything, so that's nice. All right, I'm going to do just the opposite. I'm going to try to slide this back up on there. See that hole there, and put my nut back on. We'll see how that goes. Wish me luck. Got it up in there now. Let me see if I can get the bushing and the nuts on it. That's going to be the trick. Well, you weren't able to see any of that with my big hand in the way, but I do have the bushing on it now. Just sit right on there. There we go. There we go. We got it. Now let's see if we get a nut on there. That's going to be another trick in itself. Get it? So. All right, got it on there. Got the nut on there. Was that even in focus at all? There we go. So you can see the bushing and the nut on there now. Let me move to the underneath and we'll do the bottom one. All right, so here we are underneath now. Let's see if we can get the bushing on this one. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. Get the rubber on there. Get that bad boy on there. Up. Nut on there. Okay. I don't want to squish that bushing too tight. Let me see where my the lock nut went. Okay, they came with two nuts, so I'm going to use this one as a lock nut. Maybe tighten this a little bit more so that those bushings are squeezed just a little more. Okay, I think that's good. Put our lock nut on the bottom. tighten it up. Okay, that should get it. Now we just need to tighten the top one up. Well, there we go. 2 new shocks on the back. There's the one and the other. And the second one seemed to go a little bit easier than the first, maybe because I knew what to expect and kind of what to do. But boy, this area up in here is really tight. Now this plastic piece, unfortunately, which is part of the whole body, if it were to come off, then you have free access to that nut back there. But you know, without having to take the whole body off, you just got to reach in there, and it is way in there. So my little fingers were not quite long enough. Well, they were long enough, but just barely to get in there and get the new shocks on. But we got them. Let's give you a look from underneath. So there's a new one there and there, and you can see, I'll get up under here, that they are go up in there. So yeah, we got them on. These, instead of a single nut, had this locking nut thing here, which that first nut, once it gets kind of down in that groove of this washer, it's hard to get a wrench on. But that'd be my only negative I have to say about it. So that's replacing the rear shocks on our E-Z-GO golf cart. If you like this video, please press that like button to let me know. And if you like these types of videos, please subscribe to our channel. We post videos all the time. Ring that bell notification so that you'll get notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.